Thank you, Tamika. Hello, Divas. Hello, Divas. If I have any Divas in the house, can you stand up and say hello to me? Hello, Divas. I count it an honor to be here with you guys today to inspire you. And my theme for today is dream, believe, and achieve. If you can dream it, if you believe what you dream, you definitely can achieve anything that you want to believe. How many of you really have dreams that you believe that you can make happen? How many? That should be everybody in the room, from the young to the old, raising their hands. I just want to give you a little bit of my history so that you will know why I believe that I can do anything, and that's based on the faith that I have that God is able to cause anything in my life to become possible if I really believe it and work at it. How many of you believe that? Well, I am a cancer survivor. I've had a bone marrow transplant. I've had a cornea transplant. I'm legally blind in one eye. And I have diabetes. I've been molested. I've been in abusive relationships. But I am still standing before you as a motivational speaker and believing that I can do anything and that anything is possible. I have spent nights in the hospital. I have spent nights crying. I have spent nights with celebration. But I believe that there's nothing that I can do that I can't do with my faith and with my trust in God. I also know that as young ladies, sometimes we encounter situations and come in contact with things and people that hurt us and bring pain and destruction in our lives. But we have to rise up with the strength that's in us to accomplish anything that we dream. I made a decision in 2007 that I wanted to change my life, that I wanted to do things differently, that I wanted to be better, and that I wanted to inspire people that I come in contact with. And one of the things that I did was I made a decision to move away from my family and friends and move to Richmond, where I knew no one. And that was one of the biggest things, but my dream was to be a motivational speaker. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I contacted people, I called people, I was like, okay. But the first thing that you have to do when you have a dream is just step out and do it. If you really have a dream that you can be a musician, that you have a dream that you can be a singer, a dream that you can be a professional model, the first thing that you have to do when you have that dream is believe in it. If nobody else believes in your dream, you have to believe when nobody else believes. I believe that I had a message to give to people. I believe that I had something that was important to say. I believe that I was still here for a reason, and there were things that I needed to accomplish that would help somebody else along the way. I don't feel like all the things that I went through in my life were in vain, but they were for a purpose and time for this reason, for you to know that you can go through things and still make it. You can still stand, you can still have love, you can still have joy, and you can still have peace. As young women, sometimes we come in contact with people that don't believe what we believe and what we see in ourselves. When we have situations like that, we need to find people that we trust, such as the Sistas-N-Knowledge. This is an organization that believes in you. When you don't think that you can accomplish things, they're taking time out to give you the things that you need to succeed in life. And the first thing that we have to do is connect with positive people. Connect with people that have a vision. Connect with people that have purpose. Because if there's no purpose, if we don't know our purpose, and sometimes somebody else can see something in us that we don't even realize is in us. How many of you know that there's one thing in your life that you're capable of doing? Do we know what that one thing is that we're capable of doing? Can somebody tell me what you're capable of doing? That's right, you can succeed. But you know another thing that everybody can do is love. Love is the biggest thing that all of us can do. In spite of what we've gone through, in spite of what we saw, we still are able to give all that we have to somebody else. And that somebody else may not be a family member. It may be a complete stranger. We need people. We walk past people every day and we don't know what they're going through, and they just may need a smile on that day. Well, I'm here to tell you, somebody took the time to plant a seed in me that I was able to do anything that I put my mind to do, and I stand before you doing that. I've spoke for the National Special Olympics. Olympics organization. I've been the keynote speaker for MCV in their team building success programs. I've also spoken at many churches, many organizations. I have a nonprofit organization. When I left Atlanta 3 years ago, none of that stuff was going on. But I made up my mind that I wanted to fulfill my destiny. And my destiny is to help other people succeed. I want to empower people. I want them to know that they can make it no matter what goes on in your life. Yeah, I've had some devastating situations. I've been on life support. They told me that I wasn't going to make it through the night. But if I made it through the night and I have another day, I have another day to give something to somebody else. Anybody agree? Anybody agree? If you're sitting in the seat today, if you came out today, when you walk out these doors, you have something to give to somebody else. If it's a smile, if it's a hug, if it's a warm word, we can give it out to somebody else. We don't know the difference that we make when we walk into rooms. Sometimes when you come in a room, you may be the only person that someone in that room can connect with. Sometimes we walk past people and don't even realize what they're going through, but you might be the one light in the room to change the atmosphere in your classroom, in your home, in your community. When you go to school, you don't know what there are young ladies that sit in the schoolrooms that suffer through things, and they're watching you as a popular girl. How many of you think that you have something to say that can encourage somebody else? Let me give you an example. When I was 12 years old, one of the most traumatic things to me was losing my hair. As a girl, 12 years old, your hair is everything. How many of you love your hair? How many stay in the mirror all day? How many have styles in your mind right now that you plan on doing when you get home? How many saw somebody's hairstyle today and said, I'm going to try that when I get home? Well, I didn't have that opportunity. At 12 years old, the chemo took all of my hair. So the hair that I had was none, completely bald. And that did something to me that I just really felt like I can't make it after that. But this is what happened. I have a brother. You never know, the smallest act that you'll do can change somebody's life. I lost all of my hair. I didn't have hair, so I had to wear wigs. At 12 years old, that's like, what else is there to live for? When you know, we're girls and we want to be girls, we want to do the nails, we want to do the hair, and well, I didn't have that. My brother decided, well, if you don't have hair, I'm not going to have hair. So he shaved his head too. To this day, I think about that because that was his act of kindness to encourage me. So every day we meet people, and they may be smiling, they may be sad, but even with a smile on your face, there's pain on the inside. And I encourage you, when you come in contact with people, no matter who it is, lend a hand. Encourage somebody else that they can make it. And the number one thing is believe in yourself. If nobody else sees your dream, take it and put it on the mirror and look at it every day. I shall be a motivational speaker. I shall accomplish my dream. I shall achieve all that I set out to achieve. I shall be number one in the classroom. And that's not being conceited. That's speaking positive things and affirmations over yourself. I shall be the best at all that I put my hands to do. Everything that I touch will prosper. When I put my hands on it, I come in the room to change the atmosphere. How many of you come in the room and know when you come in the room you make a difference? Do you really know that? If you know that you're a diva and when you come in the room you change the atmosphere, that means that every time you step in the room, everything about you ought to line up. There should be no negative attitudes, no negative words, no negative thoughts, because when you come in the room should light up with your presence. Even on your worst day. On your worst day, when you feel your lowest, you have somebody that's standing there. You have to pull from the people that's near you, pull from the ones that are around you to gain the strength to keep going. I came to tell you today in my closing statement that I came to change this atmosphere. I am a diva. I will always be a diva, and you're a diva too. How many divas do I have in the house?